In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the contact table that you can set up to manage groups of contacts. If you watch the video on the property table, you'll see a lot of the same kind of functionality here that you would have seen with the properties and trying to group those up and however you want to see them put together. So you see at the very top of the list, obviously we have the add contact button. So if you need to add a new contact, you can click on that, fill in their personal information, business information, whatever is necessary here. Go ahead and save, and that'll create a new contact. From there, we'll have some different filters we can use and the different tables themselves. So the very first thing you'll see here, and if you're just starting out, you may not even have a table created yet. It'll just tell you, to go ahead and create a table. I have one here, just says contacts, which is all contacts. I don't have any filters or anything like that going on. So if you click on that, you'll see there's my contacts table. I can create a new table, update this table name, or delete out the table, whatever I need to do. So in this case, I have it just showing all my contacts with just the three guys here. I can then break out any of these tables into a further segment. So this is all contacts. Maybe I want to create a segment that would be just my sellers, something like that. So if that would look something like this, let's create a segment. Say this is my sellers. So it's been broken down, but at this point, it's still showing all contacts because I haven't set up any filters yet. So in this case, let's just go ahead and say contact role. This one's just going to be my sellers. So I narrowed it down to just John Rambo here, and he is my seller. So if I go and take off that segment, it'll show me all contacts again. You can also look by a certain color filter if you have any colors associated with these different contacts. Search for one specifically, or select all and select none to do some mass functionality here. So you'll have some different options to assign them to a group, a business, or assign them a certain role, assign them all a color, delete them out, whatever you need to do. Now from here, I just want to talk a little bit about what you're seeing on this side here, because we'll dive into that a little bit more as we get down to the table columns. So obviously I'm seeing the client names. They don't have any colors associated to them. How many properties that are associated with that particular contact. So 311. And a couple of quick action items. I usually do a lot of this stuff on the transaction itself, but you can make a call, send an email, send a text message, or even just leave a note about that contact. And obviously the last one here would be to delete out the contact itself. At the top here, we'll go through some of the filters. You'll have the date created. So if you're just looking for new contacts, last 7 days, last 30 days, and so on, year to date. If you want to sort it a certain way, so right now showing all A to Z. Maybe I just want to see the ones whose last names end with a T. There we go. Again, you already saw contact roles. So whatever contact roles I have, I can narrow it down to just those. These can be modified if you go to your filter section, creating whatever contact roles you need. Contact grouping, same idea. A certain lead source, maybe you want to see all the leads that came in from Facebook or something like that. By the contact's business information. A lot of times contacts I don't believe have a lot of business information, but I have seen where there are those cases. So if you needed to narrow it down by that business information, that's how you would do so. And by the contact user, so who is the one who created that contact. Last option here, table columns, and this is usually one that a lot of people find useful, is seeing more information about them. Right now it's pretty basic. You just got the name, how many properties, and some contact options. So now if we go into the table columns, let's say I want to see their email, their cell phone, regular phone if they have it. If there's any office information or any of the other things you need to see, maybe lead source. Let's go ahead and roll with those for now. You'll see, okay, now I got some more options. This has been kind of squished over closer to the name, emails and phone numbers if they have it, including extension and lead source. Table user is just going to show who has access to this table. So right now, Peter will be able to pull up this table. Stewie cannot. It hasn't been shared with him. Stewie can create his own table, but that's how this is set up right now. And last option is just exporting this data, however you've set up this particular table that you're looking at, and export it to a CSV file. So sometimes you keep records for that, or whatever you'll need to use the CSV for, you'll be able to export that right from that spot. So between all those different tools there, hopefully that is going to help grouping these contacts into whatever, segment makes sense. And that's, I found, different for every kind of team, but those tools should help you accomplish what you're looking for. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to support and we can help out.